how do you get them to say just the most dominant fighter and take out the women's part?
I don't know. I'm still working on it. But I'm trying to be as dominant as possible, and maybe one day that asterisk will disappear. But I can only control what's put in front of me to control, and how people perceive my accomplishments.
All the obstacles, I know you were there to watch the fight against Misha, and the whole Ultimate Fighter fiasco. Then, even when this was signed, it was postponed again. Has that been hot at all? Just thinking this is gonna happen?
It's been a little frustrating because I need competition like Kat. I can't do this by myself. I need a partner to dance with. And I always knew that it would happen. It would happen eventually. I knew it wasn't the kind of thing that she would just give up on. And that there would be a day where everything would line up and it would be possible. So that day has come, and I'm more than ready for it. I've prepared for it all this time. I am ready. It's just a state that I'm in. That's what you have to be when you're a champ.
Speaking of you being ready, the whole process, has it been any different than before, considering your injuries and having to deal with those and come back?
No, I've been dealing with injuries my whole life. I mean, I got my first knee surgery when I was 16 years old, and it was actually a very similar schedule to this, I guess. I mean, I got my knee surgery in April 1st of 2003, and then I was not even ranked on the seniors at all. I was just doing junior level judo.
And that's when your rise kind of started.
Exactly. I took that whole summer. I only trained on the ground, so that's when I started doing arm bars and everything like that nonstop. And by that August, I fought in my first senior tournament. By that October, I was #1 in the country, and by that June, I was on the Olympic team. And that is the model that I've been given my whole life. And even in 2007, I had knee surgery, and then I had knee surgery, moved up into a new division, and fought in the World Championships and got a silver medal. And that was all.
You did okay.
Yeah, that was all from like June to October again. So no, I'm used to it. It's cool. I actually got more time than I'm used to. If we fought in October, I would have been ready.
How many times do you want to fight this year?
I like 2 to 3. But I mean, you never know. It's a little bit of a chaotic business, and you never know when you're going to be needed or when you have to step up. Like McMahon, 56 days after Misha wasn't something I was expecting, but I was ready to step up. And then I ended up actually getting kind of antsy sitting on the shelf because I started hearing that I would fight in December, and then I didn't want to wait that long, so I wanted to find somewhere in between. So I thought maybe August would be better with an Expendables experience. Then I asked for July, so like there's so many factors going on that you never know. But ideally, I like 2 to 3.
Any movies coming out?
Yeah, we have Furious 7 coming out in April. Anyone?
Yes.
April, and then Entourage is coming out in June?
May.
Yes.
May? May or June? Yeah. There's stuff happening. Yeah. There's some things going on. I don't know. I don't really. The fact that I don't even know the dates of when my movies are coming out really shows how focused I am on being a
You're in there right now is fighter pay. The UFC's being sued. It's an antitrust lawsuit against them. What's your take on that? Do you think fighters get paid enough?
Well, I think that they should get paid more than the ring girls. And I don't know if the ring girls get paid too much or the fighters don't get paid enough. But yeah, there's definitely a lot more in what the fighters do than what they do. So I think that's one thing that's unfair. But I'm always been very well taken care of, and I'm always extremely happy with how I've been treated. And I always think it's been extremely fair, given but I have a comparison with how I was treated as an Olympian to how I'm treated as a UFC fighter, and I always feel like I'm just so lucky to work with a company that really, I feel like, actually cares. There's times where they give me more than they're contractually obligated to or what I even expect, and that's why I always trust them so much. If they didn't, even if they didn't ever give me anything extra, I would still be happy, because you know what I made as an Olympian? Nothing. It cost me money. It cost me money. I got my first house. I got a car. I'm pretty much, what else do I need? I don't need a private island. My house is paid off. My car's paid off. I just need to buy dog food and pay my taxes, and that's pretty much it. You know, well, I have no need to want, and the only thing I want to do now is fight, and they made that possible for me, and I'm eternally grateful.
Are you a fan?
Am I a fan of World of Warcraft? Yes, I was playing last night.
How much do you play?
More than I would care to admit. I started playing when I was in Bulgaria shooting Expendables, so I had like a lot of downtime. And yeah, I started with a Night Elf Hunter, and now I have a Blood Elf Rogue, a Night Elf Hunter, and I have another Night Elf Druid, but I'm not as into her so much right now because I like outfits, and the Druids look just kind of better when they're shape-shifting, and I just like mounts and outfits. So right now I'm totally more into my Night Elf right now because I just got a flying mount for the Snowy Griffin. I'm pretty stoked on it. Yeah, once I could fly, I was like, what? 3-dimensional everywhere! Like, it just blew my mind. So yeah, I've been flying around this whole camp. I always have a new thing that I'm like obsessed with every camp. I think the last one, it was, what was I doing? I was mostly playing Pokemon last camp. But this one I've been reading, I read the whole Maze Runner series, and have been playing World of Warcraft and watching fights.
Is this what you did at the
I just,
Told me like.
dude, listen. Okay, I like read into like page like 170 or something and then put it down. Just last night I picked it up from like where I left off and started reading Game of Thrones again. It's like you read my mind. So if I went back to like where to, never mind, I'm not gonna get into it. Am I free?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.